What is going on, everyone? Hope you are good. Hope you are well. It's great to see that we got some people already in the building. We got Stefan and we got Stefan Eats. Yo, those. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. You would have definitely enjoyed them. Whenever I see you, I would definitely be sure to whip one up for you. To whip one up for anyone who would want a stuffed bun with some Asian chili pepper barbecue sauce that I kind of whipped up really quick. But I appreciate you, Stefan, for stopping by on both accords. Shouts out to Stefan. Check both of these channels out. Stefan Fragrance is about to be at 1,000, so be sure to check him out. Stefan Eats, climbing the ladder too. It's the same person, two different accounts for two different things. If you want to eat good, check out Stefan Eats. If you want to smell good, check out Stefan Fragrance. Also, shouts out to Stacks. Great to see you. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Check out his channel, Stacks Reviews. Shouts out to my favorite Canadian, Chris. This man is awesome and real, and I appreciate him for everything that he does. Shouts out to Chris the Canadian. Thank you for stopping by. Rudy at Time to Musk Up, getting into his vintage collection. Check that video out and check out all of his knowledge because he has a lot to say on Time to Musk Up. What's going on, bro? Great to see you. Ad. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're good. Hope you're well. Y'all, let me know y'all sense of the day down below. Another person, another channel, Rich Mitch with the vintages and just in general. Now it seems like he's actually incorporating the live streaming. It was a really good live stream the other day that he did. Check out his channel, Rich Mitch, right there. The Duck, my favorite duck. Great to see you. And of course, you know, we got La Nuit the Wing here. I am the Jad. Pepper and fragrances. Well, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. This then you're probably not gonna like this one because I've got something to say, and then we're gonna get into some Privé collection talk. Not just because of this, but just in thinking and in some visits and stuff. I was it spawned a quick conversation that I just kind of want to have a discussion with. Tobacco Oud, great choice. By the way, I always choose Joe Anthony. I appreciate that, bro. And I always choose you when I need to figure out what I'm gonna eat. Stay tuned because I do have another video dropping on my TikTok tomorrow. It's gonna be a nice little, you know, steak and egg situation. Germs, great to see you. Yara, always a pleasure. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Let me see who else you got. Hey, Mitch, I appreciate you and all your support and everything. And just, I appreciate you. I look out for those who look out for me. And even if you didn't look out for me initially, I would still look out for you because you make great content. So, especially, you know, between you by yourself or you with Eugene, and Eugene makes great content just in general. You know, my circle is tight but efficient. Chad hates pepper because his stomach can't take too much spice. Yikes. Um, I don't know what to wear. Just moving around. Wore oud wood last night. Oh well. My scent of the day is L'Homme Parfum Intense, Intense, whatever you want to call it. The one that was released in 2013 from the L'Homme side, though, not La Nuit. Hey Joe, came for Precious Liquids, loved them. Yes, I love a bunch of them. Pete, let me know how that Dracar Intense is. I'm in the works of getting a sample, so then y'all will be able to get my thoughts on that. And we've got more content coming really soon. Whole bunch of stuff. We got some Zherzhovs coming in. We've got some Happy Land stuff coming in, and we just have a whole bunch of things coming in. Rocking Molinard Ombre. Okay, I see you. You brought out the fancy stuff. I guess since we were talking about privés, that I'm kind of dressed down, so this way it balances it out, right? Like I didn't want to dress up while talking about private collections and things, so it just made sense for me to kind of bring some balance. Stronger with you, OG. I see you, Stefan. unAVERAGE is good people. Thank you, Fragrance Profile. That really means a lot to me. You know, I just try to tell it like it is and just be as honest as I can with people. So we are going to get into this when I un momento. Now we could get into this. So this is a continuation from Maximus poem. Nice. Black pepper belongs on steak and salt. Well, it kind of also belongs in this fragrance, Jad. I'm sorry. Black pepper and steak was really good. I just finished having it and shooting a video. Again, y'all will see that tomorrow either on just my TikTok and or on my TikTok and Instagram. Haven't decided yet, but we are going to get into this review. Precious Liquids. Shouts out to Patrick over at Sense of Salt, another great channel, another one that has broken 1,000 subs recently. Dracar Intense is sweet, and I thought it would be much more modern take. It's pretty good. Got you. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm still, after my Guy LaRoche video that I did last week, I actually do enjoy this. I'm going to be wearing this a little bit more as it gets into spring a little bit, when I actually know it's going to get into spring, because New York is doing this back and forth thing where it's like wanting to be spring, then go back to winter. So when it becomes spring, I'll be breaking that out, and then y'all will get a full review of that. Clearance layered with tobacco. Anything with tobacco is going to be a winner. I have never heard of that one before, but like I said, anything layered with tobacco has got to be a winner. So you smell great, bro. Salt and pepper. This is part of the travel size collection from their their limited collection. But it came with 4 of these. One of them would be in the container, and then you got 3 additional to choose from. Patrick so graciously sent this entire thing to me in December, and I am grateful and I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sense of Salt, my favorite assassin. It's a really good quality travel atomizer, though. Honestly, I forgot how much it was. I believe it was like 150 for this. So for the 4 vials and the case, and you get a little funnel. See, that's how it comes. I believe it's 150. But I know that he got this during Scent Explore. And that's really when this started. But still, 150 is not bad for what you're getting. This fragrance is a really surprising fragrance. I got the little, yes, shouts out to Joey for hitting 3K subs. Definitely, I am Joey Cannoli. Check that channel out. Y'all absolutely need to. We did karaoke yesterday, and yeah, shouts out to Joey. I didn't even, wow, that 3K already, it's a blast. So absolutely shouts out to Joey. Great call, Chris. But yeah, salt and pepper. It is very peppery. It's not really salty. So, I always thought this fragrance came off a little bit more musky, but now that I'm actually wearing it as it's one. Hey, Brian, great to see you. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Check out my 2 cents channel if you all haven't. Man makes great content. The man is like really easy to talk to. He plays instruments. At least I've seen him play instruments, guitar, and the man is great, honestly. And be on the lookout, because I might be on his channel really, 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 really soon. But in all seriousness, Brian, is always great to see you. I appreciate it. Hey, Nigel, great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. But yeah. So, Precious Liquids, limited collection. I always thought this fragrance came off a little bit more musky. Come to realize, no, it's more so that there's patchouli in here, patchouli violet, that is different from what I'm used to, and it uses a lot of the peppers. It has 3 types of peppers in here. Really, I only detect the pink and the black pepper, but uh nah, Stefan, no, that's 2 cents worth. This is my 2 cents, 2 different people. Okay, I realize now. Okay, I was kind of thrown off. I was like, wait, but no, my 2 cents is Brian. Nigel is 2 cents worth. So, but shouts out to Nigel if you're watching. I appreciate you too. You know, you're a great person, lots of knowledge. Um, this fragrance is one that you will have to appreciate spices. You will have to appreciate peppers. So I'm sorry, Jed, but unfortunately, this won't be something you enjoy. There's a sense of freshness, sense of like aromatic. I don't want to use the word water because at the end of the day, this fragrance, like everyone wants to say it's watery. No problem, Brian. Everyone wants to say it's watery, and it's just like I don't really get water when I try this. You know, it's more so just a fragrance that ends up coming off very. I almost feel like I'm cooking, maybe. You know, like considering, or maybe it's just because I'm coming out the kitchen, that recency bias. But uh Nigel's great too. They both are great. But I just feel like this is a lot more earthy because of that patchouli. It's very fresh. It is somewhat green, but it does have spice backbone. This fragrance lasts. Let me tell you that right now. This is for like a fresh kind of almost, because it's fresh, so it's gonna have that bergamot top, and then transition into that patchouli violet spice heart combination. I really like salt and pepper though. I think they dropped the pepper. Really? Huh. Interesting. So I'll have to look into that. But this definitely, that would be weird because at least this version right here from when they released it at Scent Explorer has a lot of pepper. But that would definitely be something different. I don't really get salt from it. Like it doesn't come off salty. I mean, how can something really come off salty? But I think that this blend as a whole, as a fragrance, not judging it by the name, but as a fragrance, is really good. This is a solid fragrance for anyone who's looking to level up. If you liked blue agave from them, from Precious Liquid, it's a little less like mossy green and aquatic. That's kind of maybe like where they tried to go with this. And as a fragrance, they did a good job. I don't really get the salt and pepper vibe. What's going on, Stacks? Uh I don't really get the salt and pepper vibe, but I do feel like this still is a solid springtime, summertime fragrance. I wouldn't recommend that you wear this in the fall and winter. I've tried wearing it, especially as it's being cold here in New York, and it just doesn't give me the same aesthetics. It's a little warmer today and yesterday. So I wore it one more time right before the review just to, really understand it. I agree they listed it as just salt. Hey, I appreciate that. Just let me know. Let me know or leave it in the comments after the vid or whatever you want to do. But this way people know what to look for and what to expect. That's how we look out for each other as a community. Some people might get upset. It's like, oh, why are you trying to correct me? No, I don't care. Like, give me present the right information. You know what I mean? But if you know it, if I know it, whoever knows it, do what you gotta do. So everyone is welcome to speak their mind here, and that's just what it is. But I'd recommend this definitely be something for the spring. I'd recommend you at least be 25 because you're gonna have, first of all, which is going to lead into my thing in a little bit. This is expensive. Like an actual bottle is $275 for a 75 ml, and tomorrow 30. That's a crazy drop. Oh, okay, awesome, awesome. But yeah, $275. So not teenagers aren't gonna buy this. Fresh out of college, getting their first job will not buy this. This is a fragrance that very few people will actually it is a niche fragrance. It is very much a niche fragrance, and not necessarily because of the smell, because it is very safe, but it's not unboxing, but it hurts me and Siraj. Oh yeah. Yeah, that pepper is crazy. I feel that this fragrance is tailored for somebody who's maybe even 30, but I'll say 25 if you want to go ahead and commit to something similar to this. It kind of in a way reminds me of a modern version of this even, which is weird. Horizon from Guy Laroche. But it's much more refined and balanced in what it's wanting to do. I just don't get that salt and pepper aesthetic. It's bright, it's citrus, it's fresh, it's patchouli, it's earthy. It's really earthy. And then in throughout the duration of it, it's like a lot of pepper, a whole bunch. It's almost like you were, you know, sprayed with pepper spray or something throughout your journey from the bergamot to through the jungle of, the violets and patchouli. It's it's crazy. Chad, just be a man. Uh, Stefan's not wrong. you know. Um, love you, Chad. But I feel that this fragrance as a whole is good. Lasts a good amount of time. You do get what you pay for. It's just kind of a steep entry fee, if that makes sense. Um, this really didn't garner me any compliments, and it's probably just because it came off so clean and so earthy. It was like, oh, you just smell clean, like, oh, you have some sort of like not Irish Spring soap, but something clean in your soap. Stinky, great to see you. Vetiver used to be earthy. Um, so is patchouli, so is occasionally violet leaf, depending on how it is, but it comes off a lot more aromatic too in the process. Brian, I see what you're talking about. It's listed as just salt, but the actual fragrance says salt and pepper. Yeah, so let me see if I could get this to focus just so this way we could like there we go. Okay. Salt and pepper. But I know it's weird that Max Aroma and others are like giving y'all the wrong information. It's crazy. Doing Spice Bomb at Jad. He's coughing. Dang. That's brutal. Yeah, no, it is good, especially again for 140 you get to pick 4 options. You could even double up on one. Luckily Patrick double up on Tobacco Royal for me, so I have 2 of these vials right here. And then he got me 1 salt and pepper and then 1 oud symphony, which I have not gotten into yet. Even in the sample pack, I don't think I got into it, but I don't know. I just feel for precious liquids, it's a good fragrance, right? They they don't they I'm trying to word this properly. Basically, they never failed to deliver either way, whether it was a part of their regular collection. Y'all know how much I loved Blue Agave. I reviewed it last year. Mandarin was really good. Their vanilla fragrance was really good. Even their rose one was solid, although I'd ideally like that on a woman. But the rest of the colognes, yikes. Oof. But I do I do feel that this could have been priced a little bit less, in my opinion. Maybe at 200, 225, just a hair less. Or like whatever the Scent Explore price was. If I know that that was exclusive because that was Scent Explore and it was the release date, but I I don't know. It does do a good job in the performance, and overall I do appreciate it. And I appreciate the perfumer. I forgot his name. I think his name is Rich, not to be confused with Rich Mitch or Rick. Can't remember. But he does great work. He really absolutely does. I just feel that some of these privés charge a little bit too much for what they do. You know, would I recommend this? Yes, but it's a certain demographic. I have to know if you like vintage fragrances. I have to know if you like patchouli. Do you like pepper? You know, I'm not going to recommend it to Jad. Richard. Richard Herping, something along those lines. Thank you, Brian. Um or Herring. It's one of those three. I know it's Richard H. Um And again, forgive me, Richard, if you're watching. I'm not intentionally trying to butcher your name here. Um, this house, Precious Liquids, not the collection, but the house, amazing. There you go. So, Richard Herpin, thank you. Um, but this house, great work, honestly. Out of between the private collection and the 5 that are within his regular collection, I'd say ideally I like about 7 of them. So it is definitely worth trying and exploring. I don't like Champaka because I don't like white floral, like overtly white floral, Champaka yellow floral. I cannot get into Champaka, just period. I didn't like Tom Ford Champaka Absolute. I just do not like it, irritates me. So I was not a fan of that. And then there was one other one from their like regular collection that I kind of had a little bit high hopes for, but it kind of fizzled out. Can't remember. I think I think it was the vanilla. Now that I'm thinking about it, because that one had fig, and the fig kind of threw me off too. I'm not a big fig fan, but within this private collection, I recommend Tobacco Royal. I'd recommend Salt and Pepper. I'd recommend the ombre suede one. Shouts out to Stefan. Thank you. Which celeb would be perfect for Salt and Pepper? Honestly, a little bit of a cop out here, but I'd say somebody like George Clooney. Um, if you want me to go a little bit more modern, uh, I'd say someone like LeBron James. LeBron James. Um, I had to say it twice, but I'd probably say someone like him. He's a little bit more refined, put together with the suits. He comes in with the suits, with the pants short, suit short thing going. No, I love champagne. No, it's not a bad fragrance. It's just not good for me. That's more so where I'm coming from. It's not that it is a bad fragrance, but I personally cannot get behind it because I don't. It irritates me. So for that, it's like I can't recommend it. Um, but yeah, George Clooney, if we're talking a little older, if we're talking a little younger, somebody like LeBron James, I don't really see like any internet sensations, like Jake Paul or somebody like that wearing this. Uh Frangipani is a great floral exotic. See, That's hit or miss for me. I still got to venture into it. Like I've had one good experience, one bad experience, Rudy. So if you know any, let me know down below what's maybe one other one I should try. I've pulled all my samples out and they're on my arms now. Hey, Pete, I appreciate you, Marion. Let me know which ones you're enjoying the most. Super chat your boy. Thank you, Stefan. I appreciate that. That means a lot. I agree. Time to musk up. Frangipani is. It is. What about salt and pepper? Possibly, ah, push it. Push it good. Push it. Push it real good. All right, let me stop. I could maybe see this because that violet leaf does make this a little bit more unisex, and they are a little bit more on the tomboy side of things, so it could ideally work. This does lean a little bit more masculine in my opinion. However, it's 2022. Wear what you want, wear how you want to wear it. But definitely, if either salt and pepper, like one of the two, were to push it, were to wear it, is going to be definitely pepper, absolutely pepper. Without a doubt, because this thing is spicy. It's pepper. It's a bomb. LeBron should go. Oh, Rudy, you're funny. I lay in Naxos with oud oils. Okay, that's awesome. But glad you enjoyed that, Terms. But yeah, guys and girls and anyone watching, uh, solid fragrance. I'd recommend it. I just You have to be cautious with the way these prices are. You could wear this to work. You could wear this on a date, but I'd recommend this maybe on like a second date. Not just the first date. You just got to play it safe. Um, Maybe be a little bit personal, add a little bit of your own flair to it if it's a very first date. You could bust this out though on a second date, brunch date type of situation, wear it to work. You're not just gonna wear this casually because of the price tag unless you just have the money like that to afford something like this. It can be casual at that point, but uh just that price is steep. I mean, 275 before tax. That's heavy. Um, yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy the collection. Honestly, though, my probably personal favorite is Amber Suede. I love the tobacco royal, but something with lamber, amber, and leather definitely just works on my skin. Y'all know I love ombre leather. I loved even more so Tuscan leather, and it's just overall a really good house that if you all haven't checked out Precious Liquids yet, you absolutely need to, because Richard's definitely doing his thing. Um, but pricing, but that's no fault of his. That is not a fault of his, because a lot of people have private collections. Um, Amber Suede is a beast. Yeah, see, so that one is my personal favorite out of the bunch, but I didn't mind receiving two tobacco royals. That was like, as long as I received the two tobacco royals, because that was my second favorite, then I was good. I didn't have a choice, and not that I was looking for a choice, because I didn't even expect to have it. But definitely Amber Suede is a really, really good one that you all need to check out. Won't work for the summer, but it is what it is. It is a beast. So those are my thoughts on Precious Liquids. If you all, had anything that maybe you all had to say about it, let me know really quick. Um, I just You gotta tread cautiously. It's a good masculine, mostly masculine, leaning masculine fragrance that can be worn in the spring and the summer. It is very spicy and patchouli earth dominant, with violet leaf pronounced throughout the duration. It starts off with this bright bergamot top and then just kind of very quickly pulls into uh, a patchouli pepper violet aromatic bomb. What's up, Dunk? Great to see you, famous YouTuber. But 275. 275. Good for dates, second dates, third dates, something a little bit more clean. Good for work, black tie events. Good for casual if you have the money to burn on that, but this is basically a private collection and can't really see that. So, speaking of private collections, I've had a chance lately to like experience a few like stores and how they decorate their private collections. And then I have a few privé, private, exclusive, whatever version you want to call yourselves. Driving to the beach. Hey, Duncan, surfs up, enjoy the waves, and have fun, bro. I'm glad you're here though. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Uh so yeah, I have a few private collection, not to say anything. This is the Tom Ford private collection. We have my Japan Noir, we've got Cafe Rose, and we've got Tuscan Leather. My Dior Privé, Bois d'Argent, Hermescence is another one. Honestly, of the private collections, I'm sorry. Obviously, uh, honestly, not obviously. Honestly, within the private collections, Hermescence probably is not. I'd rank this among one of the least favorite, not because the quality is bad, but because John Claude Elena, amazing job, amazing perfumer. I could never say anything bad as far as his work goes, except none of his fragrances really last outside of Terre de Hermes, Parfum Intense, all of the Vetiver Intense. You know, this, not necessarily this exact bottle, but Vetiver Tonka, it's like almost $400 for an eau de toilette, and it is expensive. Even the Armani Privé, which I do have, I just forgot to grab it. I have the Armani Privé Vetiver Babylon. That was like 180. No, it was like 200. It was about $200 for an eau de toilette, and good fragrance, but it just price per ml. Which one, Dunk, on Precious Liquids or the Hermes or Dior? Which one were you talking about? Raf, great to see you, bro. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Always a pleasure when Raf is here. The man could cook. The man is in shape. The man could sing. There's nothing that this man cannot do. And most importantly, he supports his friends, and I appreciate him for that. You got a little Amber Nagil, but okay. Ombre Nargile is definitely one of my favorites too, next to Vetiver Tonka, but I don't like the price. This price is absolutely disgusting in my opinion. I've said it, I've reviewed it last year also. Oh yeah, the price for Hermes, I believe it's 100 ml for like $400. If anybody knows it, it would be Rudy. So Rudy, uh help me out if you do know, please, and just let me know what how much a bottle of the Hermes, like a standard bottle, because I think they even have two sizes. So like what the lower tier bottle cost. But I know it was around 300 for sure for an OD toilet. That Vetiver Tonka just doesn't last the same. And neither did Ombre Nargile. Like, it wasn't a beast mode performer for $300. I'm gonna need it to last 9 to 10 hours. Absolutely, in my opinion. Some people are different, but hey. Amouage is another one that some would say that their library collection is privé, because this bottle goes for about 405, 420 after tax, somewhere around there. 400 to $425 after tax. And their regular like Reflection Man and everything is about 250. So, oh, 200 ml is almost $400. So $2 an ml. Even that. I mean, I know that's basically $2 an ml, but which isn't bad. But when you factor in performance, I just could think of other things that I could do my $400 with. I could get a tattoo with it, which I am looking to do. But before I pay 180 from Selfridges. That's see 180 is feasible. 180 for the Hermes collection feasible. Even 200 is like pushing it, but feasible. But uh, good thing about Homage and cheaper aftermarket. They are on the aftermarket. I have seen this Amouage Opus 8 in particular floating around for like 135, and I think I paid 135. This was a partial when I got it. I think I paid 135. And so you could get it brand new in some places for 135 now is a great deal. I'm going to Saks. Yeah, go to Saks, Stefan. Do a quick little more vlog with the mukbang vid. Stop by, sample the different foods that they have that they'll give you. This. Do they even do that anymore? Do they still give the samples out? Uh, with they'll be like, "Hey, do you want to try this?" and give you like a sample on a toothpick so you could try it, and then they'll tell you whatever lunch special they have. You should definitely look to try to do something like that, and then like rate the samples that you try. Sampling samples. Do it with the fragrance. Like get a few samples from Sephora, and then go ahead and then head to the food court and try their samples too. And you could just have like a whole mini vlog right there. There you go. So see if you want to do something like that, Stefan. That's a great idea. But yeah, Privé collections, in my opinion, are fragrances that Anthony, thank you for stopping by. First time coming in, listen, whether it was your first or your 50th, I'm still going to show the same amount of appreciation. Welcome. Hope you are good. Hope you are well. Let me know your scent of the day down below. Mine is YSL L'Homme La Intense. We were talking about precious liquid. I'm kind of getting ready to go on to a rabbit hole of private collections as a whole and how do people feel about them, because in my opinion, I like them, but they are increasing in price. They are going up. Um, and are they really worth it at this point? I mean, they kind of do all this glitz and glamour stuff, especially when you walk in. They have like secret cellars, secret doorways, only for you to like pay with your money and then just kind of like be held up in a limbo process, maybe, and just kind of sometimes maybe even like when it's not like a complete process. I know they look to try to make it as exclusive as possible, give you maybe some water or something, but I'll hit the Costco for the samples then say, hey, that'll work. uh I I thought he was shooting shots. Oh, hey, shouts out to shots. There will be some shots relatively soon because Joey just hit 3K. But yes, Anthony, thank you again. I appreciate you for stopping by. Um, Private collections, in my opinion, should not be. I don't know. Maybe about 200, 225. Because at the end of the day, they're still okay. They're using better materials, but they're still using their materials. Nissan and Infinity. Some would say that Infinity is the private collection of Nissan, right? But at the end of the day, they're literally using the same parts. It's just a different logo, and they're charging more for it. Scent Journey with fragrances are more. Oh, okay. Listen, whichever one, I appreciate you. you know, come by, share your experiences, talk, laugh, whatever. I don't just talk fragrance in here. I do add a lot of like realistic elements to my streams, especially. Shouts out to Pete right now. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Seriously. You didn't have to, but that means a lot that you did. Um, but yeah, I'm I kind of just want to talk, period. And I have like different discussions that may get brought up in the mix, and we kind of just almost have almost a similar like podcast type of style situation. Um, but anything, man, feel free, add any information that you may know or may not know at any point. Just feel free, but you are more than welcome here anytime, any place. Thank you for stopping by. Prices are out of control. Before DL reviews the prices, 170 a pop. Last one, $50. Yeah, see, and I think I paid like 140. And when it was all said and done, like I paid 170. Now the entry price for this is like 170. This is Bardotron. 4 point something, 4.25 ounce bottle. Um, Sometimes he talks about high value men. Yo, Rudy, chill. Sometimes we talk about low value men. Sometimes we talk about anything really. But yeah, these prices are absolutely insane. And then I was just, with looking at the Precious Liquid, their limited collection is basically their private collection. Tom Ford's, forget about it. Tom Ford's almost, they're probably going to be at $400 by next year. And that, I don't know. Part of the reason why I stopped buying the Tom Fords is because they were too expensive and they didn't justify the price. And I guess for me, where I'm trying to get at is what justifies the price when it's that high within the private collection, because at the end of the day, again, it's not like this is a collaboration. It's not like it's, uh, you know, Hermes with Tom Ford branding, so it's not like you're getting Jean-Claude Elena in the lab, or you're not getting Francois Demarche or Alberto Morealis. You're not getting one of these premier Francis Kirkjohns to like collab and you'll use their materials. No, you're still using the materials that Estee Lauder, in the case of Tom Ford, and I think Rudy, they are also own Amwaj. I know they own I'm doing a boycott Tom Ford. Sheesh. What they do to you, Steph, and let me know. Um Thanks again, Pete. But means I bought 3 more lives. Hey, listen. You could have unlimited lives to me. Dunk. Sorry, I missed the streams. Normally sleep. Listen, you never have to apologize to me, but I appreciate the super chat. I do. It means a lot. Listen, get your rest. You work hard and you bring a lot of energy to Joey's stream. And, I know you appreciate these vids. I know you watch on the back end. And that's as long as you're watching and subscribed, that's all that I could really ask for more than anything else. Super sticker from Wiz. Thank you. I appreciate you, Lay Wiz, for stopping by. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. I think Amwaj is still independent. Got you. Yeah, so these private collections are just so high, just so high. And it's getting ridiculous. Like what's going to be the what's the cap? What's the end game? Is it just going to be $500 for Prives across the board? The next time maybe Precious Liquids drops one, that it'll come out to be five. I mean, it's 275, 300 with tax. Might as well be halfway there already, right? The Amwaj, the Opus, this bottle, like I said, on Amwaj right now, you're spending $425 before tax. Me, in my opinion, especially given the fact like that I'm reviewing and everything else right now. Like you have to really blow me away. One of the last like private or different like collection type of things that I spent money on was Joe Malone's Marin Tonka. Really good fragrance. Y'all know I love Tonka, but that didn't last either, you know? And so almost 150 for 50, I believe, including tax and everything, basically came out to about 150. And it's just like with that was more of an eau de cologne intense even. Good. Last I got better performance than some, but just where are we going with this? What's the end game? And 200, 225 period dot shipped. Okay, for privates. Uh 50 ml. Make it 75 even. 75, 220 shipped, 225 shipped. Fine. Richmond created a global shortage of Balenciaga. Sheesh. I believe it though. Rich loves himself some Balenciaga. I'm kind of upset I didn't find his channel until till now. But Alex, great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Let me know your sense of the day down below. But I don't know. I just private collections. they're they're more for the show and to say that you have it than it is the actual quality for most of these. Not that they're not good, and not to lump something like Precious Liquids in with something from Tom Ford, because first of all, Precious Liquids is a lot more creative in their directions than the way Tom Ford has fallen. But I just I just don't agree with the pricing and the price hikes. And I know supply and demand, supplies are more expensive. I get it. I deal with it on the daily. You know, I used to be able to get a hoodie like this, not with the AEW logo, but a hoodie like just the actual hoodie for a solid like $3.50, $4. Now I'm having to spend $7, which is double the price because of supplies, you know, and perfumery supplies are even more rare. CK, great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're good. Hope you're well, bro. Thank you. Um, but I understand the whole supply shortage, but at the end of the day, it's just I have a small bag of a bunch of hey, let me know maybe what's some of the ones that you find in there, Alex, or what you may be enjoying when you do open it. I have a bag of samples myself. My problem with Tom Ford is that the signature line and the private line are the same quality. See, he exposed himself when he removed the private blends he made into the signature. And that's where I'm going. That's basically, to a degree, where I'm going. As much as I love Tom Ford, thank you, Rudy, for hitting one of the nails on the head. Chanel and Dior, you can tell the difference in quality from the lower and high end. You can, but it's like it's still almost using similar, if not materials, it's using their process. Like it's still within the same distribution and creation. Um, you know, again, I'm going back to the whole Infinity or Toyota Lexus, you know. At the end of the day, it's still a Toyota. It's still a Nissan. There's nothing different other than the labeling on the outside. Now, maybe slightly better presentation, maybe not. Maybe now you'll actually get, you know, a glass of champagne or the peppermint that is in the little peppermint tray for buying, you know, a $500 fragrance. But it's just, some of them justify it. A lot of them don't. Like, in my opinion, Sycamore, really great fragrance, should not be a part of the exclusive collection. It should be its own thing. And it should be cheaper in the price that it's currently going for. Like that should just be one of them. Guerlain too, especially now that they redesigned those bottles. I remember you were telling me about that, Rudy, and how like the art collection. I forgot the full name. Art and materials collection. With Cure Beluga and Spirit Juice Double Vanille and all of those. They've been redesigned and those prices went up too. And even Louis or Lee, I don't know how you properly pronounce that, but LUI from Guerlain. That one's now. It used to be like $50 on discount, and now it's upwards of like $250, and it's just it's just amazing. And as a reviewer, it becomes intense in trying to like review these while still getting what you want. And like what's the end game exactly? Because they're just gonna keep charging, or maybe they won't. Who knows? I hopefully can get them back to relatively lesser prices, because a lot of this, like I said, is for show. And if they go back to their roots and think less for show and more for quality over quantity, I feel that a lot of these perfume brands will thrive a lot more. Again, not to the only reason why it's being tied into this is because this is a part of a private collection. A little bit overpriced, in my opinion, probably, but as a whole, great quality house fragrance. I love the fact that they are doing their own independent creations and not necessarily trying to mass produce anything. These were some of the last really good private blends, exclusives, everything. Chanel, I don't have any Chanel exclusives. I would include that. I would include a few Guerlains in here, but for the sake and purposes of what's going on. Armani Privé's not really my ideal cup of tea. I mean, there's a couple of good ones, but as a whole, for what you're paying, I can't agree with the Armani Privé's, even though I love Code. Code is absolutely, that whole Code line is one of my favorites. But Hermes, since y'all know how I feel about Red Taco already. Bois d'Argent, good, but now is not worth the price that it is now. I'm glad I got it. And plus that whole Maison collection, take away Feve Delicieux or whatever, that was still a part of the Dior Privé line, but take away like all their new Dior Villa Tabacola, Dior Villa Rama or whatever, and they're all just kind of blah. I think most brands want the niche feel but aren't backing it up with the quality, and that's my thing. They're not backing it up with the with with the quality. That's why I rock with Joe, because he supports small business. Listen, I support real business, big business too, but I just feel I will support smaller businesses first. Yes, that is my priority. I have no problem supporting a big business, but you need to justify me coming to support somebody like you. You have to actually provide quality and not overcharge. They big businesses have some quality stuff. Some do. Some. Whether it's the food, like your major restaurant chains, whether it's clothing, certain brands, fragrance. There are a few good designer fragrances that I will go and get from Macy's, but I will have to make sure that it is worth it. Like Dior Sauvage Elixir is great when you get it on that semi-annual sale through Sephora Ulta. Juan, great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're good. Hope you are well. Do I support the Canadian truckers? I support all truckers. My grandfather, who basically was my father, is a war vet who fought in the Vietnam War and was a trucker. So yes, I support truckers, period. Cuddles. Also great to see you, Cuddles crew. Shouts out to you. Thank you for stopping by. 66 here in Cali. Casino Elixir. That is one of the few that I really, really enjoyed from Dua, and I will keep. Gotta run. Great to see you though, Rudy. Thank you for stopping by. Privé collection. That's just a little bit of a rant, you know. I just kind of wanted to split it into two. You got the review, you got a little bit of discussion and dialogue, and I don't know how anyone watching this on the playback, let me know, how do you feel about private blend, private collections? In my opinion, too, it's not a private collection, but the Louis Vuitton collection is absolutely overpriced and disgusting. I don't care. Don't tell me because Louis Vuitton bags are, $10,000 that they get to charge 300 for a fragrance. Absolutely not. There's no way you could justify something that lasts like that and performs like that for that kind of price. I'm definitely getting a tattoo over a Louis Vuitton bottle. Cuddles only talks about Canadian politics nowadays. Listen, Canada, Krista Canadian's out there, so I need to know about the whereabouts and making sure he's okay, But that's just some of my unaverage thoughts that I had for today. So let me know your thoughts, your opinions on precious liquids. Have you tried precious liquids or their limited collection? Have you tried salt and pepper, which is what I've reviewed today? How do you feel about private blends? What's a cap maybe for you all? Do you see it yourself continuing to pay as they go up in price, or do you think, nah, I'll dial it back now, and maybe if it falls? But I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Shouts out to Aram, aka Wiz, for a super sticker. Shouts out to Stefan Fragrance. Shouts out to Pete. And we got one more. There you are. Shouts out to you, Dunk. I appreciate y'all for the super chats, super stickers, for everything, for the support. I'm good. I'm at work listening, laughing that new Cuddles was there as soon as you started. Yes, exactly. But I appreciate you all for stopping by. We have a lot in store. I am on the road to 2K. And again, congrats to Joey for hitting 3K. That's going to be wild. Stay tuned for that. Check out his channel tonight. I am Joey Cannoli. It's going to be some fun. But in the meantime, gonna relax, do a few things. Y'all have a good one. Thank you all for stopping by. And let me know any of your unaverage thoughts. See you later.